the Inspiration Station, Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY. You're locked in with yours truly, the Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Pastor Lee B.
This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
Where we keep things real, relevant, and
righteous.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now 17 minutes inside of the 3 o'clock hour. It's 3:17 right here in the capital city. It's a rainy and cloudy, but still beautiful and splendiferous Friday afternoon. Again, the temperature is set at about 71 degrees on the outside, and it's one of those days. It's a good day. It's not a bad day. It's a good day. Raining is good. It brings about a refreshing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you like rain.
Raining is good.
Why you like rain? Because there's a seed in the ground.
Because it brings about a refreshing. I just said that.
Oh, okay. how you feel refreshed?
Man,
I'm anxious to hear.
How
do you feel refreshed?
When I see the rain, it just reminds me of a washing away the old, so that the new can percolate.
I knew you was going to be a preacher. he was going for deep depth right there. But shout out to everybody, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we are excited to be here. As you can see, if our Facebook squad is here, we have a guest today.
Yeah,
we have Dr. Diana Gray. Can you holler at the people?
Hello, everyone. So glad to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we're grateful that you decided to stop by. You thought enough of us to come chill with us for a little bit. And for those of you who are on radio land, you know what we do at the top of the hour. The top of our show, we always ask the question, what is one word for your week? Pastor Trey, what you looking at? One word for your week.
Eventful.
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 Now, is that good events, bad events? Is that
great?
Okay.
Great events.
That's all I was about to say.
Great.
I thought you was finna sing for every mountain.
No. He done already brought us over some mountains.
Hey man.
He already brought us through some valleys, all that good stuff.
He
already parted some Red Seas.
He parted them. My God, be a Moses again.
Brought us out of the fiery furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Brought us through the lion's den. All that good stuff.
I love it. We
done marched around, saw some walls come down.
Okay, all right. Everything in the Old Testament.
Do I need to go to the New Testament?
No,
I can do it.
You
done spoke peace to some storms.
Come on, walked on some water. Come on.
Well, no, we let him walk on the water.
Oh, okay.
We saw what happened to Peter, and we just decided to stay in the ship.
Okay.
Because he had already promised we'd make it to the other side.
I'm good. I got you. Yeah. Dr. Gray.
Expecting.
I think that's very deep and profound. Why expecting? I'm listening.
Oh, I constantly expect God to do what He said He will do, and to hold on to His promises.
You remember there was a song, I think it was called Anticipation.
Yes.
And this song, Can't Wait to See Him, Look upon His face. Yeah, that took me right there, back to my childhood. I love it. Now, so that's it. See, come on in the house. I knew you knew who it was. So how's this week for me? I'm gonna say fast. That's what I'm gonna say. It kind of breezed by pretty fast. It's
Fast and Furious or just fast?
Fast, man. I think it's one of those things when you have things on your schedule during the day and things on your schedule in the evening. It kind of just goes through fast, and you're knocking down task after task, and you look up and it's Friday.
Yeah.
And for a preacher, normally you get excited when it's Friday, it's close to Sunday, but preachers, we got work to do on Saturday and Sunday too. So
that's especially when you know what you're gonna say come Sunday.
Yeah, well, see, I don't even know yet. It's coming.
You know what I'm saying? Like some preachers, Friday is like, oh Jesus.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You don't know what direction you're going in,
right.
You know you got stuff you got to do Saturday, and you like, Lord,
Lord, be a sermon, be a sermon for certain. So we have the Honorable Dr. Diana Gray, and it's a blessing to have her here. I think ultimately, this is a very significant month for women, right?
Yes.
It's Women's History Month.
Yeah, man.
The month of March. We're about 15 days in, and we definitely wanted to stop and honor. One of the women that we know for certain is making some moves for the kingdom of God in the city of Montgomery. Montgomery is a historic city, so it's definitely a blessing to have some people here that are still making history.
Yeah.
Right. So just tell them who you are real quick. Tell them who you are.
Well, I'm Diana Gray. I am a business leader here in the city of Montgomery, owning two businesses, Montgomery Arts Academy and DSG Business Consulting Services, that are known as your passionpreneur.
All right.
Say it again. I like how you said that.
That are known as your passionpreneur.
Passionpreneur. I'm gonna get that word, and I think they're gonna have your picture next to it in the dictionary. It is amazing.
Thank you.
No, I love it because I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs that lack passion.
Yes.
And they want their payment, but they don't have no passion. So that's a whole other conversation. But our conversation, our topic for the day is surviving the slump. And so I see y'all tagging and jumping in on Facebook. I need y'all to share, like, love, subscribe. I need you to tell somebody in Radio Land to tune in to 96.5 WMGY so that they can be a part of the conversation. Good afternoon to you, Brother Nicholas DeVoe. Good afternoon to you, Sister Alicia Peacock. It's our prayer that y'all are tuning in and you're getting excited and being a part of what is happening in this moment. We're about to get deeper into conversation, and I think it's going to be good.
Absolutely. But before we do that, we do got to take this time to shout out our sponsors. So we got to shout out our A1s since day one, the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation, founded by our big sis Tara and Mama Sonia Mills McCall. The focus of the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation is mental health awareness with a concentration on suicide prevention. This foundation is a tribute to the life and memory of Brother Colin Connor. To learn more about his story and the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation, head over to their website, which is lovingteddybear.com. Again, that's lovingteddybear.com. And if you would like to make a donation to this awesome and amazing foundation, you may do so via their website or on Cash App. Their cash tag is $Loving TB Foundation. Again, that's $Loving TB Foundation. And we got to shout out the Wellness Coalition.
Yeah.
Listen up, family. Join the Wellness Coalition on Saturday, April 6th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. for a free community health fair at Ottaville Park in Ottaville. A tour of wellness will feature free lunch while supplies last, health and wellness resources and services, door prizes, local vendors, a bouncy house, and other fun activities for the whole family. This event is completely free. All you have to do is show up. To learn more, call 334-293-6502. That's 334-293-6502, or visit thewellnesscoalition.org. Made possible with funding from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So major shouts out to the Wellness Coalition and the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation.
Awesome, man. Hug yourself, love yourself. You know how we do it. How much time we got left, Pastor Trey?
We got roughly 6 minutes left.
About 6 minutes. Okay. So I want to dive in. Sister Diana, Dr. Diana Gray. I do believe that you have been a beacon in this city for quite some time. Are you from the city of Montgomery?
I am.
You're from the city of Montgomery. Okay. So you've been here for a very long time, and we know music is one of the things that you love. And I believe it just runs through your mind and through your blood. It's just music in there, right?
That's right.
So where did this love for music begin?
Obviously, my parents. You know, we always had. I grew up in a home where music was very important, very vital, and I just remember Mom asking me, "Hey, do you want to take piano lessons?" I said, "Sure."
How old were you?
5.
Man.
5. And a couple of days later, my dad had this piano coming into the living room. Essentially, you know?
A young Beethoven.
Yeah.
That sounds like the preacher.
I mean, hey, well, we Grays, we do it big. Huh?
I love it.
It wasn't a starter little.
It was a full
piano.
I love it. So you started at the age of 5,
Yes.
and it blossomed. Now we know it takes a special calling and or anointing to want to teach people how to do music, because music is one of those things. Just like as we often speak about as pastors, the gospel of Jesus Christ is one of those things that everyone thinks they know how to do, whether they have credentials or not. Where did that stirring, where did that calling, where did that sense of fulfillment come from to teach music to others?
Well, you know, Dad is a pastor. mom is a teacher.
Mhm.
Um, and at my church, we were struggling with maintaining musicians for specifically the youth choir.
Gotcha.
And so, with that being said, I went to piano lessons. It was on a Friday night, and I believe my mom said, "Hey, Miss Crawford, can you find us another musician for the
Mhm.
youth choir?" And she said, "There she is."
Wow.
So I viewed it as, having music time with my friends at church,
I love it.
and
That's dope.
it grew from there.
I love it.
It was just about making music together.
Yeah. Now, so I love that because it's almost parallel with what happened with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at college, and the late Dorothy Allen passed away.
Uh-huh.
I loved her to death, and she legitimately was a blessing to our church. She passed away, and then I kind of had to insert myself in there, and we kind of grew in it. Now, I will be honest, I love teaching music to people who really want to learn it.
Yes.
It can be kind of hard when it's folk that don't want to learn,
Yeah.
or rather they want to be Beethoven, but they don't want to learn the small steps, right?
Yes, yes.
And so it definitely is a unique calling. And with one of your businesses, that's what you do
Right.
all day, every day, right?
All day, every day.
How and what type of, I guess, fulfillment do you receive when you're sitting back and you watch one of your students, do everything they've been taught to do?
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
I mean, it's a great feeling. It's like, this is, I see God while you gave me this purpose here
Yeah.
on earth,
Yeah.
It's just a wonderful, warm feeling,
Mhm.
Where the warm part comes from where the students tend to teach me.
Wow.
And, it's all about making music together.
Mhm.
It's not, we're exploring the beauty of music together.
I love it.
It's not me being a direct instructor.
Yeah.
We're collaborating together.
Wow.
And we learn together. And that's what makes it beautiful.
Wow. Okay.
So, Dr. Gray, I'm interested to know, who are some of your musical influences? Like, who are some of the people that influenced you musically?
Wow.
This is about to be long.
Oh my God.
Probably not, though. Probably not. Let's see.
Well, I'm going to start with my parents.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Mom just sings all the time. Dad plays all the records around the house, in the car. It started there.
Okay.
I mean, we grew up in the car, listened to, on the gospel side, the Joe LaGuns, the James Cleveland, but then Sundays after church, and we let our hair down, and we hear Sam Cooke, and
Wow.
in the car. I grew up listening to the old man Ralph Featherstone.
Oh, wow.
That's where it started. And church music wise, some of the greatest, from late Dr. Bernard Sneed, and his brother Lawrence Sneed, and of course Georgia Black. Some of the greatest that
Absolutely.
we've experienced here in Montgomery,
Right.
in the surrounding areas. But even with the classical side of it all, my teachers from school, can't forget Althea Thomas.
Right.
She's still living, and she's the retired organist at Dexter Memorial Baptist Church. You can't forget the Willa Crawfords. Miss Willa Crawford. She was my first piano teacher. And when Dr. Van Free from ASU, and Dr. Kareem Anderson Free.
Right.
Mr. Sprayberry from BTW Magnet, Mr. Beagler. Those were all of my influences there. And I had a great vast of music influencers, whether I knew them personally or not. So I remember them all. And it was Mr. Sprayberry that introduced me to traveling, to go to Montgomery Airport.
Right.
I used to be Danley Field and catch a flight,
Mm-hmm.
and taught us how to catch their airplane, our connecting flight at Atlanta, and go all the way to New York City and perform on the stage of Carnegie Hall.
Right.
And I've been on it since then. And then even with my college days, we had Dr. James Glass, Dr. Harold Rowley. He was my church music instructor.
Wow.
And cannot forget the greats up at Auburn University there. So, I mean, great influences.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Because oftentimes when you talk to people about their influences, a lot of times they go to household names and those that the masses would consider to be great, the song heroes. But I guess it's always a great opportunity when people are able to share with us that there are some unsung heroes and some people locally and some people in the community who really had an impact on their lives. And so I think that's major and that's special because a lot of times, when we reach a certain standard, such as Dr. Gray, musical standard that is, I kind of wish I had stuck with playing. I played a little bit, here and there. You know what I'm saying?
What did you play?
I played the keyboard.
No,
I had to play the keyboard and I played the guitar, and I had lessons. Didn't last very long, but they lasted long enough. I learned how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I learned how to play what is that song? Ben King, Stand By Me.
Yeah.
I learned how to play Stand By Me. So I learned a little something here and there. I can do a little something. I can get us through.
Sorry.
Yeah, little bit. Anyways, because Dr. Great, she tripping on me, but it's all good.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, family, y'all keep it locked here on Straight Church.
No chaser.
We'll be right back with more after the break.
Peace out, fam. We see y'all. Good afternoon to you, Sister Carolyn, Sister Mercy D, Sister Von Seal Burke. Good afternoon to you. She said, "Speak, Dr. Grace."
All right.
What's up, fam? This is Dr. E. Smith of Atlanta, Georgia. Check out Straight Church, No Chaser. Peace.
Now, I was gonna ask you. There's a question. One of the podcasts that I love is the R&B Money podcast, and they often ask them to make some sort of a vortex, right? And they ask people questions like, number one, if you were building the perfect artist, gospel artist, what would you, or rather, who would you use for certain categories? So when it comes to the voice, who would you use? The perfect gospel artist.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
I have to say Karen Clark Sheard.
Karen Clark Sheard. Okay, that's good. That's good. When it comes to the passion behind what they do, who would you utilize?
As a gospel artist.
As a gospel artist.
That's hard.
Yeah, I know, right?
The passion. I actually would say Erica Campbell.
Erica Campbell with Karen Clark Sheard's voice.
Mm.
Now, let's go here. Since it's gospel, we got to do some gospel. So, when it comes to ad libs, who are you choosing?
I'm being very biased. Kiara Sheard.
You like these shears?
Yeah,
I love it. 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 Last one, because they go into appearance and things of that nature. That doesn't really matter in gospel music. Let's talk about the conversation of, well, hold on. Let's do appearance. You're a lady. Let's do appearance.
Okay.
The appearance of this artist, who would it be?
Dorinda Clark.
You know, all them classes. Look. I love it. I love it. So you had Karen for the voice.
Karen for the voice.
You had Kiki for the ad libs.
Yes.
You had, who did you have for passion?
Erica Campbell.
Erica Campbell. Okay, passion was Erica Campbell. And then you had Dorinda for the dress, because Dorinda be, and she gonna be dressed, right?
Yes.
And she gonna do it every time. Now what about, last one, the ability to handle the flow or command the room?
A gospel artist.
A gospel artist. You know how certain gospel artists they show up to the Stellars, and you know we really supposed to be going on to the next part, but they done already took us there every time.
Yes. Wow.
You just pulled it out. Just turn it on. It's right there in front of you. Yeah.
To be honest, I would have Edith Smith.
Edith Smith. The GOAT. Hey, let me tell you what you do. Take it out and plug it into the computer. The one that's yours that's plugged in. Right there.
Right here?
Edith Smith. I like that. Now you want a preacher singer right there.
Yeah, preacher singer.
But we know Bishop. Bishop has a way.
Yes.
He barely have a voice and he still got a way.
Yes, exactly.
I like that. So that is so I ain't gonna lie. What was amazing when they do this to me is that it makes you think about who is capable at these specific things. So you said a Karen Clark Sheard voice, with Kiara ad-libs, with Erica Campbell passion, with Dorinda Clark Sheard's dressing, or rather her appearance, and E. Dewey Smith's ability to command the room. It sounds like church to me.
Yes.
It sounds like churchy church to
Most
me.
definitely.
Good afternoon to you, Sister Ruby Barton. Sister Tarnisha Marlowe says, "Hey fam, being under the leadership of the late Dr. Sneed at the Lily Baptist Church are some of her best memories." Wow.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you, Mama McCall. It is a beautiful Friday, and I'm wondering, what are y'all cooking today? Who's cooking? I wonder what y'all eating today. Don't y'all all speak up at once. Some of y'all are fasting, so I know what you shouldn't be eating. But what are you eating today? What are you doing today in terms of and/or in light of this being a Friday? Some people take it easy. Are you a crock pot cooker?
Yes. When I want something done and I don't have time to tarry over the stuff.
Got you. So I saw this recipe today. I was scrolling through Facebook because I'm trying to get used to the fact that there might not be a TikTok anymore. So
Right.
I've been finding different places to find reels, right? So I can start following people who are actually doing content that I desire. And I really just can't get over this throwing raw meat in the crock pot. It just don't seem right to me.
Well, I mean, I usually put chicken in there.
Chicken in there. What else did you put in there?
No, if I put I don't mix it.
Okay.
I just do chicken alone
Oh, by itself.
by itself.
And so you just sit it in there
Mm-hmm.
and it
Season
cooks?
it? Yeah. Oh, falling off the bone.
So
I'm a slow cooker.
I'm so scared of like the house kitchen on fire or something like.
Oh, so the crock pot became my friend at work.
Okay.
You know, so when I don't have time to really cook for myself and I want a home cooked meal, I just throw it in the crock pot. So while I'm teaching,
Is it at the school with you?
Yes, in the kitchen.
Oh.
I have a full kitchen.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You on your own business. You do what you want to do. See, when you're on your own business, you do what you want to do. I'm thinking, look in my head, I'm thinking like, how you take that crock pot to school?
Yeah. It's on the counter.
I love it.
Yeah, I usually put chicken in there.
Sister
Chicken
Moxie
breast.
said it's the best invention ever.
Right.
I don't cook in a crock pot. Now my wife did it one time, but I was scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. Benitra said, hey, Papa John's cooking tonight. Lord have mercy. I can't trip on it. Veggies and/or salad. Tired of it. Lord have mercy. Sister Valora Ford, how are you doing? Sister Moxie, hey there. Sister Elizabeth, good afternoon to you. Mama McCall, she said, hello, my sons, and Diana Gray. She's heating up leftovers from a luncheon you did for a few Koji pastors yesterday, Soul Food Friday. You didn't tell me you did lunch. I might go over there tonight. I might show my face tonight if they'll let me where it is. They'll let me be a little outside the box. I'll show up and be there for a little bit. But it's music is so rich, right? I had an experience shortly, and I'll tell you further about it after we get off of the air. But I've been like separated from theory and things of that nature since college. And so to start delving just a little bit further again into music, it's like just pull me in, and it's like, oh my God, like I want to teach again now. I wish I had time. I don't think New Home gonna let me do it. I wish I had time. I'd be a choir teacher again and everything if I could, because I just have an affinity for music and people that really care to be great.
Right.
I really want to help them be great. Do you do vocal lessons?
Of course. Yes, we do vocal lessons. There's this trending post saying that every vocalists need a coach. And I'm just saying, I'm right here.
Yeah. Well, some we live in a society where more people think they made it already.
Okay.
Because I'm getting back to the space now where I need to retrain my vocals again.
Yeah.
Because I've unlearned. Church will help you unlearn stuff.
Yes.
That you know you're supposed to do properly.
Right.
Like breathing.
Yeah. And so that's why I intentionally be a part of various ensembles to keep those skill sets up. So, if I want to experience the European classical singing, well, I'm going to be with the Montgomery Chorale.
Right.
And then,
so you sing with the Montgomery
Chorale?
Chorale?
Yeah, every Tuesday night we have rehearsals from 7 to 9 p.m.
So how many choirs are you in?
Oh, goodness. Well, I rehearse with them. I rehearse with my GMWA choir and, of course, my church choirs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I try to get the best of the best works.
Yeah, I gotta ask you some tips. Because I know we got some folk in our choir that probably need some tips.
Let me get a couple of them tips myself.
Hey. Turn me up a little bit, bro.
You in two?
The second.
Oh, I love that.
Montgomery's Inspiration Station, Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY. It's 3:45 right here in the capital city, and the temperature is set at about 70 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, and some of us are and will continue to experience some hit and miss showers throughout the remainder of our Friday afternoon. But nevertheless, we won't complain because it's still a beautiful and splendiferous Friday afternoon. And because it's Friday, you already know what that means. You're locked in with your favorite two. Yours truly, the Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Pastor Lee B.
For Straight Church.
No chaser.
Where we keep things real.
That's all I had. Yeah.
Relevant. And
righteous.
And we are excited and elated and ecstatic to have. She's no longer a guest because this is actually, I think, her second time.
Second or third.
I think it's her second.
Oh,
she don't know.
She be here.
We done lost count. Yeah. So she just fam. She just fam.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the microphone again, Dr. Well, let me say it like this because I don't want to jump on me after the fact. The one and the only Dr. Diana S. Gray.
You got it.
What that is stand for?
Oh, y'all can't tell me y'all middle name, so you know.
Well, actually, somebody's mother told us, you know, what the B stood for.
Lord have mercy.
You know.
Yeah, she did wide open. Like whole government name. Yeah. She did me dirty.
Yeah, we found finally after all of these years.
I know, right?
It came to light. They tell you what's done in the dark, come to light now.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you, Sister Deborah Starks. We see y'all Facebook fam. We're so grateful y'all tuned in. So we were talking about off the break, as Pastor Stu and Pastor Trey. I feel like
It's
I was
all
talking
good.
to your dad
It's
when
all
I
good,
said
bro.
that, bro.
It's all good.
When
I'm used to it.
Pastor Trey was asking about her influences, we began to kind of build what we thought as Sister Dr. Diana Gray gave us, the voice and the appearance and the ad libs and passion. She told us what artists fit that mold for her. So we've been having fun with music and conversation, but guess what? We don't want to leave anyone out. We want to have a few more moments of this music conversation. We're going to slip over to dealing with some other things, but Dr. Gray, we were on the way on here, and I had to ask you because I believe there's some choir members from somebody church listening right now. And Sister Clarita, Dorita, and Brother Keith and Kevin need some tips because this season has been a very bad season for allergies.
Yes.
What can they do vocally to prepare for Sunday morning?
Oh, so you want to know my remedy?
Let's go.
Go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Look for, in the tea section, hot tea,
Mm-hmm.
for throat coat.
Throat coat. That's your go-to.
That's my go-to.
I love it.
Get you
That's
some
it.
honey.
Yeah.
And just sip it up.
I love it.
Drink plenty of water. Stay lubricated and try to stay away from the antihistamines. It dries us out. And you're speaking to someone that experienced the surgery of removing polyps.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Man,
so-
that's major.
Mm-hmm. So that was back in 2009
Mm.
when I switched schools. I went from middle school to the high school, and I was the choir director. And so the environment there was not great for singing.
Mm-hmm.
And so stay away from all of the acids, and lactose.
Right.
So modify
You mess with
modify
some
your
people on that.
behaviors.
So stay away from cheese
And milk and all that
No.
dairy.
and milk.
Yeah,
Eggs.
do it in moderation.
I like my syrup.
Mm.
No cinnamon toast crunch. Ooh, geez. I'm still a little kid right there. That cinnamon toast crunch ain't nothing but sugar.
Now you got to give them some examples though, because when you talk about antihistamines, some people just don't know what that means. So you got to break it down.
So any of your allergy medicine,
I said, what is a histamine?
Yeah, like break it down.
any of your over-the-counter allergy medications,
Mhm.
look on the back of it and see if you see the phrase or the ingredient in the histamines, and try to stay away from it.
Wow,
It really dries you out. Your vocal cords.
man, that's something.
Yeah.
I think that's good. So what would you give? What would you say to because you talk about the drying out of the vocal folds, right?
Mhm.
What would you say for the person who just produces a lot of phlegm?
Now, I was experiencing that. Now I'm not a professional and I'm not a doctor or anything.
Right.
And I was doing a lot of phlegm, having a lot of phlegm, and come to find out that was my silent reflux.
Mm.
And it presents itself as if it's a lot of mucus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I would get under a good ENT specialist,
Mhm.
see what's going on, and definitely make sure that you are in good health, especially when you're dealing with your acid reflux.
Now what about lemons? Because I used to
No,
They dry you out, and that's acid.
that's
Too.
acid.
Most people don't know
Notice
man,
I
that.
that's
just
crazy.
said honey,
Yeah, most people don't know that.
because a lot of people be trying to mix lemon.
tomatoes,
and-
ketchup.
Mm.
Fried
Wait,
food.
wait. Now you
Try to stay
ketchup.
away from all
No
that.
ketchup.
Well, so don't do it before you go speaking and drinking.
Yes.
I mean, not drinking, but speaking and singing.
Yes.
We do not endorse drinking. Okay, I don't know what Pastor Lee got going on. We do not endorse drinking. So if you with the FCC, we are not telling people to go
No,
drink
don't
on
go
this
drink.
gospel radio station.
Don't go drink. Don't go drink. I don't know where they came from. I think it's because we talking about tea. That's what it was. That was
Oh, Jesus.
well. See, a lot of people would say now. Let's talk about this. A lot of people would say because a lot of people do go to lemons,
Yeah, they do.
and I tell Starbucks even when they make my medicine ball, I want steamed apple juice instead of lemonade
That's right.
because it dries me out totally.
But notice that I said
Really?
specifically a certain type of tea. Now you have to stay away from caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
So throw
Sodas and all of that.
Yes.
I like
Do it
it.
in moderation.
That's good though. That's good.
Now, when you say drinking water, you're encouraging people to drink water throughout the week.
Yes.
You just can't wait.
I'll be honest. I trained myself to try to stay away from sodas as much as possible, but I'm drinking a soda right now, and this is my celebration moment. You know.
Gotcha.
So usually I'll
have you a celebrate moment.
Yeah. We can do that. I mean, I'm not just saying just get rid of it all.
Yeah, have you a celebrate.
That's not your number one choice to go to.
But staying away from sodas is good though, just period for the body.
Right.
It is real good.
Yeah.
It get quiet now. Like we in the we got a person that goes to a Presbyterian church, so we really can't say that.
Oh Lord. Quiet in the Presbyterian church. Well, so what about these people who believe in the hottie toddy?
Well,
tell the truth, Dr. Gray.
Come on,
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Well, I don't think I've had a hottie toddy.
You never heard of a hottie toddy?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I haven't had it.
You never had one. So just thinking about what is required to make one. Like, just think about what's required to make one. Is it good for the vocal folds?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Because that includes some strong ingredients.
Yeah. Rubbing alcohol, right?
Yeah.
The green can.
Y'all are really messing with some people though.
Well, see, and
because there's some people who them hottie toddies, boy.
That's true. I mean,
hottie toddy for the body.
Even I remember going to school, and when I was in school, they made us see an ENT, and they would tell us that there was a better way for us to cough as well.
Yes.
Because we cough so harshly,
right?
And it's
traumatized.
Like, it's messing with your vocal cords,
or even soft tissues.
You know the old folk call it hawking up spit. You're not supposed to do that.
Like
you're supposed to do that. It's beating your vocal folds together.
Dang.
You're supposed to drink water and just let it go down.
And then if you just have to cough, you just do it on the breath, like you're singing, like that.
So when preachers be saying,
wrong, all in the mic.
She said, They about to close it though, but that's wrong.
Wrong.
Wow.
So I told you I do the hooping class. So you gotta sing the hoop.
My Lord.
You gotta sing it?
Yeah.
How do you sing the hoop?
Yeah. You do it every Sunday, don't you? It's nothing but singing.
So do you have to have any singing ability in order to sing the hoop?
I think so. I mean, if you want somebody to come to Christ.
Dr. Gray. I cannot believe
we do not want to distract you.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was right there.
So how much ability do they have to have? I'm trying to help somebody. It's probably a preacher who's listening to us right now.
Just the ability to match tone.
And they really want to be able to.
You don't want a distraction.
Yeah, as long as you can match tone.
They want to understand the science of hooping.
Yeah, match tone.
So when you say match tone, give them an example.
So like so if you hit a note and I'm going and I come up to the same note as you, that's matching tone.
Got you.
So in hooping or just in singing period, there's some people who have to sing at notes, so they have to hear it before they can get there.
Okay.
So when the musician hits that E flat, they know to stay right there because he laying on it the whole time, and I'm gonna stay right there.
Well, he don't know that.
I ain't going nowhere. If you don't know that, you just floating around, and then the musician float with you if they know how to float.
Well, you just need to stick with your speaking. Dr. Gray. You know, stay in your lane because it's gonna crash when you're out.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Now, Dr. Gray, you wrong.
I'm just
you wrong because if that preacher feel like they can close it, then
well, you know,
let them close it.
So some musicians will help them by just getting to their holler key.
Dr. Gray said.
They just try to match your holler.
Dr. Gray said.
You gotta know your strength.
Okay?
Right. And that's why you have to have coaches.
You know? Dr. Gray.
So let them know how to contact you for class.
Oh, good question.
Dr. Gray said.
You can find Montgomery Arts Academy online at montgomeryartsacademy.com. And can you believe I forgot my number?
No.
It's 334.
You try to help them lead somebody to Christ. It just
she said no.
It just it was passing over. It was passing.
Oh my God.
What you call it? Matching tone?
Matching tone.
Dr. Gray said if you can't match the tone, you need to leave it alone.
Yeah,
that's what she said. She said if you can't match the tone, Leave it alone. If the keyboard or the organ player is hitting you, and you doing everything, but leave it alone.
Said that meat don't need no gravy. That meat don't need no gravy.
Dr. Gray said, you just need to say amen when you get done. Just say amen.
No, you know what they teach in school. Go into prayer. Go ahead and pray.
Lift your hands. Amen. It works though. It works. You done deliver the word.
Go ahead and pray.
It just may not.
You got your number now?
I got my number now.
You just need some training.
She got a number
So
now.
contact me at Montgomery Arts Academy, 334-909-0782. Again, that's Montgomery Arts Academy at 334-909-0782. You know, I always wanted to be on the radio.
I like it. I like it.
Dr. Gray said, if you can't match the tone, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Just leave it alone.
Look at you, Ryan.
I'm just saying, leave it alone. That's not what she said verbatim, but that's how I heard it.
Good evening. We see y'all on Facebook jumping in. Good evening, Sister Lawson. We see you. She said, good evening, Pastor Trey and Pastor Walker.
What up?
She said, Nurses Gear got you. Bless you. Sister Jamise Gray, what it do?
So what about cough drops and all that? Because some people,
He ain't playing with this.
I'm just trying to help some people.
You need some tips.
I'm trying to help some people.
So now there is a specific cough drop that I like to use.
What kind of
And it'll be one that has honey in it.
It sounds bougie. It
But
sounds.
it's
So
the
do you
truth.
use like Ricola?
Yes, Ricola.
Ricola.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And I always get the one that has the honey in it.
Not the lemon.
What about ginger?
Not the lemon.
Gotcha.
Ginger is good.
Yeah.
Ginger is great.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you use ginger?
But I prefer
That's
honey.
what
You do.
'Cause
Yeah,
you know,
I do
like
ginger. I do the ginger instead of the cough
Okay.
drops.
okay,
I do
okay.
ginger
So
and honey.
instead of halls and all that, you go to ginger.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
get it from the. I think it's the Asian market. I believe it is.
Now, do you pop it before? Do you?
Yeah, I'm
utilize
sucking
it
on that before I preach.
Before you preach.
Mhm.
What about after the fact?
After the fact, I'm chilling.
You good?
But now the best remedy is just simply vocal rest.
Yeah,
That
that means-
can't beat that.
that means you got to go to sleep and be quiet. That's pretty hard for us. Pretty hard for us. Mama McCall said, Dr. Gray, teach them, sister.
Yeah.
We see
That was
Evangelist
Dr.
Gary
Gray
Gardner.
said. Dr. Gray said, listen, doc, if you can't match the tone,
Leave that alone.
you gotta leave it alone. Just tell everybody lift your hand.
Shout out to First Lady T. Happy belated birthday. Well, we'll say it on the radio. Happy belated
Get
birthday.
it.
Happy birthday.
You're not already encouraged people to go drinking.
Look, no. She said, hey, husband and Pastor Trey. And she said, hey, Dr. Gray.
Tell my partner, Lady T, what's up?
What it do?
'Cause I have to make sure I speak because I don't want no problem.
Yes.
Brandon Smith said, Dr. Gray.
Yes. Hello.
Sister Nell Marshall said, hey, Diana.
Hello.
Vanessa Tillman, yep, if she co-signed Ginger Mints, everybody need them because she got them pipes. She be singing. I got to get that.
So in your hooping class, do you include what he's doing? Swallowing? Do
You
you
gotta know how to belt. That's all what we call it belting now.
all of these techniques?
But it's all about the breath control.
It's breath control, Doc.
Yeah.
You got to be from the die and the frame.
You need both of them.
Yeah, Doc. Yeah, Doc. You know what's crazy? I challenged someone. So I learned the method when we used to do long melismas going through Handel's Messiah, where it's 2 in from the nose, 2 in from the mouth. And you're almost overwhelmed if you've never done it before.
Yeah.
And I told somebody to do it last week, and they were like, what that just did to me. I said, see, but church folk ain't used to breathing. You know, we may zing great. Like we can't finish one word on one breath. Like that's bad. It's bad. But I'm guilty now. I'm
So
guilty.
how much of hooping is breathing and how much of it is like that musical singing ability, would you say?
It goes hand in hand.
Hand to hand.
Yeah.
Can't separate hand to hand.
If the glove don't fit.
You gotta quit. You gotta quit. There it is. If the glove don't, you got dog it. Dr. Gray said, listen, preacher, she said, listen, if you can't match the tone, leave it alone. And then your homeboy, your nephew, your brother, Pastor Levy said, if the glove don't fit, Doc, you got to quit. We're going to the legal ID on that.
Lord have mercy.
Woo!
Family, how y'all doing? We see you, Sister Donnell Marshall. Good afternoon to you. Dennis said, do not snore. That is true. Snoring will mess your voice up. Some of us just can't control it. We sleep on our faces. That air get in that throat. Oh my God. You wake up so hoarse, man. Don't make no sense at all. Sister Von Silbert, how are you doing? She said, hello, Dr. Gray.
Hello.
Your sister's on here. She throwing up the pink and green.
All right. All right.
Sister Fails. Talking about her LS.
Yeah, my line sister.
Ah.
Yes. Thank you all.
Oh, that's my joint, that dog.
Right here.
That's my joint,
Have
dog.
you ever thought about re-recording it?
I'm gonna do a cover. It's coming soon.
For real?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a cover. I'm gonna do a few covers. And I'm gonna do some do some public domain stuff real quick.
Are you gonna include the rock on?
Yeah, probably be on.
You gonna go to?
Now, when I was a little kid, what I felt when I heard this song is why I sing it at the speed I sing it at now.
Really?
I was like, I love this song. It's powerful, but it's slow as all get out. It's just so slow.
It's like a slow dance.
Now, that motion don't look like it's churchy.
Come back, Rev.
No, I'm trying to help you.
I was thinking of the choirs coming down the aisle.
No, you don't encourage people to drink. Not,
Like, it's just too slow. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, might be my undiagnosed ADHD. I don't like songs when they be super, super slow. I like grooving, upbeat.
Right.
This gives funeral, but this joker right here, this song right here, oh my God.
Now, it'll carry you.
It ministers at any moment.
Yeah, it'll carry you.
I think I need to give you this.
Oh yeah.
And if the wind.
So when you sing it, you sing it. How do you?
I sing it higher and I sing it moderate tempo. My soul has been
Okay,
anchored in, and I'm singing an E flat. Yeah, I sing it way higher. Normally the key that I close in.
Okay.
Or I come back down to, I get acting up. Prentice said, y'all please behave with Dr. Diana is great in your presence.
Right.
We tried, Doc. In my life.
Dr. Gray, what's your favorite church song? What's your favorite one?
Now that was a little hard.
That favorite. What's your favorite?
Hey, that's so difficult. You got to go a category to some degree, though, bro. You got to do a category.
I was trying to see if she would just.
No, you got you got to say hymn or choir song.
Right.
Something. That's so wide open.
Okay, give me your top 5 gospel songs. Your top 5. Just top 5.
Oh, Jesus.
Top 5. You got a top 5.
Okay. Break it into categories, though.
Yeah, I gotta break it in categories.
Okay, let's do traditional. You still need
traditional, like old 100s?
Yeah.
So what's your top old 100?
Well, are y'all talking about him old 100? I mean, what y'all talking about?
We talking about before the red book, the green book.
Yeah.
We talking about the pearls.
We're gonna walk you up through history.
They don't know about them pearls.
Now look, I love Father, I Stretch My Hands.
Okay, all right.
That's an old 100.
So she's a choir girl, so answer my quartet.
Oh.
What's your top quartet
Yeah,
song?
let's hit it.
Lean in close, child of God.
The people want to know.
All right, I'll say this. Lee Williams, you didn't have to do it.
I like it. And he got a number that's so nasty. Oh my God.
Which one?
You ever heard He Did It For Me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's another song that's real slow, and I just felt like Jesus was gonna come back before we got to the end. And I had to speed it up when I sung it. Okay, so this quartet. What else you got?
What about choir song?
Old choir song?
Yeah.
Hold Back the Night. Charles Nichols.
Lord have mercy in the St. James
Yeah.
choir.
Dang, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a.
That's a reach too. Oh my God! I was just listening to their CD. It was titled "Hold Back the Night," but I was listening to "Lord, I Know You've Been So Good."
Yeah.
They did the old slow version.
Right.
What about what would you do? Contemporary music, praise and worship.
Let's do contemporary praise and worship. Let's hit it.
Oh my gosh, just so many of them. My most favorite. Now, I love J Moss.
You like J Moss?
Oh yeah.
Man, he's so underrated.
Right. So I love J Moss. I'm restored
And
I've been rewarded.
Yeah.
I've been
From guilt and shame. Never rejected, just reconnected. I'm exalted because I know his name.
That's it right there.
That CD so lit.
Yes.
Oh my
That's it
God.
right there.
Yeah.
That whole CD lit. What about? Let's go CCM.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Let's see. I mean, I just have to go to CC Martinez with that.
The last number.
Yeah.
Goodness of God.
Yeah.
Goodness of God.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the last one we did at church. And I ended up having to read that one, and the spirit really came on something that is so simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a song that you don't have to do ad lib and everything. You just sing it with conviction.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's major.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real major.
But I
many was that?
love
Was
her
that 4
believe.
or 5?
We need one more.
Need one more.
One more.
What's another category?
Another category.
R&B gospel.
She gonna do that.
Oh, she got one.
She probably that trap gospel. Whatever you talking about.
Yeah, she got.
I haven't listened to trap gospel that much.
What's your favorite GMWA song?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you straight.
God is.
God is.
Robert
It is
Price.
GMWA.
Robert Price.
I didn't even think about that one. You know what always
Oh dang.
stand in need of a blessing? Like
Yeah.
that thing still in my head.
Yeah.
Ooh, that car come in. You
Lord.
said.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
My mama on here. Hey, mama. Wow, work the works. How you doing, Sister Barbara Robinson? Mama said God is too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's standing neat. See, I grew up on that. I ain't think God is with GMWA though. I ain't even think about
Who
it.
you thought
Oh,
it
that's
was?
old. Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about it. You know, I thought about public domain.
Yeah. But you know, you think about the contemporaries, you know, talking about Andre Crouch, you know,
Them Hawkins.
yeah, the Hawkins.
But they're old school contemporary right there.
Montgomery's inspiration station, Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY.
Uh-huh.
We're now 10 minutes past the 4 o'clock hour. It's 4:10 here in the capital city. And because it's Friday, you already know you're hanging with your favorite two. Yours truly, the Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Pastor Lee B.
This is Straight Church,
No chaser.
where we keep things real,
Uh-huh.
relevant,
Yeah.
and
Righteous.
of course, we're back with our family.
She in here.
She's schooling us.
Mm-hmm.
Dr.
Doctor.
Diana S.
What man?
Great.
You
Shirley.
better say it.
Shirley.
No.
Susan.
No.
I'll be quiet. Ain't gonna get no further. You know, the third time, that's when they lock up the whole computer.
Yeah, that's it.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Lock you out of there.
So our episode today is talking about surviving the slump, and I thought it would be a good conversation to have with someone who is a passionpreneur. And I believe there's a lot of people who might be in a slump and or have had some days where they felt like they were in a slump. You know, those days where you just really don't feel like it. You know, those days
This
where,
ain't it.
it just, your day feels like blah.
Mhm.
Like, I don't feel like it. I'm losing momentum. I don't know, where I'm going from here. Now, I know if my frat brother were here, he would say the first thing you have to do on days and moments like that is you got to acknowledge it. Right. So you have to acknowledge it because you can't fix what you don't face.
Right.
So he definitely talked about you got to acknowledge that this is one of those types of days. This is one of those types of seasons. And then he would probably say you got to discover the cause of it.
Right.
Right. to make sure that it's not a trigger that you fall back into. Now, I need your help right here, though, because after we acknowledge that it's a slump day, after we realize whatever it is, whether it's negativity, whether it's opposition, unwarranted, whether it's people that caused us to be offended, then we got to release it and reset. But in the resetting process, we have to make some moves to get out of that space. What tips do you have for people? Because you're a passionpreneur, I know without a shadow of a doubt that you have done some teachings and or have been in some spaces like that. You're also a writer. You write songs. You're a musician. So writer's block is real. Right? There's some days where you don't feel like clocking in, but if you don't clock in, it's going to mess up your dividends.
Rhyme it.
Right. You heard it, didn't it? The cat in the hat. That's whack.
I know, right?
That's whack. But what can you give us as tools and tips to keep pushing forward?
Well, first of all, like you said, to embrace it. So we need to really focus in on our mental health and our emotional health. And so the best way I do that, is through journaling.
I love it.
And so journaling, specifically, I journal my prayers, I journal my thoughts, and then that's where the release comes in. Not holding on to what may be a disappointment, not holding on to the aftermath. Just letting it go.
Right.
And then my next thing is to be intentional by positioning yourself around the positivity. So you got to be intentional to get up and be around those individuals that can, support you, or that be around the individuals who you are wanting to be like.
Motivate you, inspire you.
And I also go to my favorite podcast of Joseph Walker III.
Bishop.
Bishop is. And I mean, even if I have to go back through my library, he always has something to share.
Next level leader.
The next level leader.
Absolutely.
And so that's all the intentional there. And then another thing is, in my situation, I'm always stuck in my place of business, and I just literally disconnect from the world, put all the phones and iPads and all of that down, and just walk up and down the street, enjoy the sunlight.
Wow.
Sometimes I may go to the mall area and just walk around, just really detox the brain.
Wow.
Cleanse from any thoughts, good or bad. And a lot of times, I'm an introvert, so I like to renew my strength and get my energy by just being alone for a short period of time.
I love it. So you value solitude.
Yes.
I think that's a blessing.
And that's healthy too, though.
Absolutely. Now, I do have a question, though, because everyone speaks about journaling. What do you all do? What do you do with your journals after you've completed them?
Well, I keep them.
Okay.
I have not thrown away a journal. And the funny thing about it is I kind of go back and look at how I've grown. Like, oh my God, did I actually ask God to do that?
Wow. Do you date your journal entries?
Yes.
You date them?
I date them.
Man, that's something.
You have to, and I put the timestamp on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I love it.
Because I want to know what time of the day
you were thinking what you were thinking.
Yes.
So what have you learned about yourself as you've gone back and read your journal entries? What are some things you've learned about yourself?
I am not as weak as you may when you're in a moment, or you are really requesting for a specific specialized blessing, and you're working to strive and to reach those goals. I recognize that I am a person of strength, even though sometimes you get broken down and you feel weak.
So what has that done for your own personal mental health?
Well, with my mental health, it has. Good question. Rephrase the question again.
So with you going back reading through your journal entries, realizing that you're not as weak as you may have thought yourself to be because you were in the moment, and now you step back from
Yeah.
that moment. So what has that done for your mental
What-
health?
Mentally, I mean, it's just sharpened me,
Got you.
you know, and empowers me,
Hmm.
you know, from not just a mental perspective. I'm empowered by the power of God.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
That has given me the strength.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say that I've become stronger on my own.
Right.
It was His power that He gave me,
Absolutely.
you know, to
Yeah.
make me stronger.
Yeah.
And you know, it allows me to show up ready
Mm.
for others, and then show up ready in situations. I mean, just like yesterday, I was really tired, you know, and I showed up, and you got to show up tired, but you got to show up ready. You know?
Yeah.
We get that.
No,
And
We
then
get
when
that.
you do that, then the
We get that.
blessings,
Mhm.
you know, when you press your way forward, that's
Mm.
when the blessings of God come. And I mean, I had some great collaborations just on yesterday, just
Wow.
having a business lunch,
I love it.
you know, and then the follow up,
Yeah.
you know, after that lunchtime,
Yeah.
and the discussions that came afterwards, like, oh my gosh,
See, and that's
what
amazing.
seems to be the impossible is possible.
Right. And I like that because you made this statement that one of the things people should do is surround themselves by the positivity
Mhm.
or around, you know, with the positivity.
Right.
And I think, and you even mentioned that it's often people, right?
Yes.
And I think, you know, often we had this conversation in the past where it's always yes men or no men, but I think it's really for many of us is being around people that are creative versus reactive,
Right.
right? Like I need people who take initiative to think with me and help me think
Right.
versus someone who needs me to think and then they get excited.
Right.
That's the crowd that,
Solution minded.
yeah, and it's not always pushing you. It could be draining,
It is
Yes.
right? More than it could be fulfilling you, and I think that matters, right?
Yeah.
That we find those circles, or at least a few individuals
Right.
that we can call on in those times. I've been in places like that, man. You know, it's interesting because one of the greatest truths is all of us have to recognize that the slump is not just for a person who's down and out concerning, you know, finances or
Right.
relationship, things of that nature. But that same slump feel is likened to is burnout in many ways.
Yes.
And many of us have experienced that. No one is excluded from the opportunity or the space of having to feel a slump or burnout.
Right.
And even as a pastor, in moments where I felt like that, it was me having people that would stir me back up,
Right.
that pushed me back in the direction where I was. And I definitely had to always figure out what caused me to be here, because I ain't doing that again.
Right.
Right. And then there was one more tip. Now, there was one more tip that I got while you were talking.
Mhm.
I always have to realize it's not just about me, it's about we.
Yes.
Right? Like it's
Mhm.
bigger than me.
Right.
So sometimes just spiritually, the enemy will cause you to be in a place of slump because he wants to affect everyone you're connected to. And so you have to make the decision, like, if I'm in a slump, let me remove myself from this space.
Yes.
We don't do that enough. Right? We know we got a bad attitude, but we're going to bring our bad attitude
Right.
to a space and make everybody else adjust to it,
Yeah.
not realizing how contagious it is.
Right.
If you got a bad attitude, stay at home. Right? Don't go to work. Don't put that on nobody else.
Right.
Don't come around your family. Don't, you know, and then you want everybody, it's just who I am. I'm 100%.
Right.
No. You're going through a season, you're going through a moment, and you got to chill out and get yourself back to where you need to be.
Right.
Let it go. Release.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
There you go.
Let it go.
Come on,
Sing,
Frozen.
Dr. Gray.
Don't hold it back.
Sing,
What is it? Hold it
Dr.
back
Gray.
anymore. Anger can't stay too long, right? Huh.
Yeah. Listen up, fam. We'll be back. But before we go, we do want to shout out and acknowledge again our sponsors. We have the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation.
Shout out.
We got some information that we definitely want to share. They got some things coming up. And we'll get some more information to share that with you all. But we do want to encourage you to support the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation. Of course, you know, their focus is mental health awareness with a concentration on suicide prevention. And to learn more about this foundation, go to their website, which is lovingteddybear.com. Again, lovingteddybear.com. And also, we got to shout out the Wellness Coalition. And don't forget that you can join the Wellness Coalition on Saturday, April 6th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. for a free community health fair at Ottaville Park in Ottaville. And to learn more about that, you can hit them up. The number is 293-6502. Again, that's 293-6502, or visit thewellnesscoalition.org.
Oh, yeah.
We got more Straight
so.
Church, No Chaser with Dr. Diana Gray coming up after this.
We'll be back. Hey, family, how y'all doing? I see y'all jumping up into the Facebook. I want y'all to just, we ain't gonna bite you. Good afternoon to you. I see you, Mama McCall. Hug yourself and love yourself. Hug yourself. Show me what you're working with. Mama said, I'm so glad that we as a people are finally talking about mental health. Absolutely. As a race, we have been very late and tardy to the party. She said retirement took her to a dark place. Absolutely. And that happens though. Shifts or changes in life can often, kind of capsize us emotionally because we don't know what's coming. We don't know what's next.
Sometimes we're not prepared.
We're not prepared.
Yeah.
And then let's be honest, we as a people in the United States of America, our society, we base who we are based upon what we do. You ask somebody, man, yeah, it's what we have. Come on, talk about it.
What we have.
And what we do. And so often we marry our identity to our vocation or our occupation, right? Yeah. And when we no longer have that, we forget who we are.
Yep.
But I get spiritual when I get off of here, Mama. But I the devil is a lie. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, you're everything God said you are. And we won't allow the enemy to even attack the mind and cause it to think that it's less of or less than what God created it to be. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are the lender and not the borrower. What's up, Nate? She says, hey there, family. How has y'all's week been? To be honest, mine has been fast. Dr. Grace said hers has been, I'm trying to recall. I'm trying to get my memory better. Expecting. That's what it was.
Yes.
Because I talked about anticipation. I remember, can't wait to see him. Look upon his face. Yeah. What's next?
Oh, you talking about the words. No, you got me going.
My mind was blank. I started going to the hymn. Look upon it. There to see forever. That's a whole other song. I was going to go straight to a whole other. You were there too, wasn't it? I was going to go to a whole other song. Oh, Lord. All right. She said, expecting. Trey said, eventful. There it is. I'm trying, bro.
You coming? You will
trying to get
almost
my
there.
memory back, man. My mind.
It's coming back.
I be losing stuff.
It's coming back.
I'm trying to get that total recall. I'm trying to. I got to work. I got some vitamins I got to take. It's one of them things. It ain't a fish oil vitamin or something. It's one of them things I got to take for memory.
Is it Predigen? I think that's what it's called.
I don't know. There is a vitamin for memory though.
Yeah.
I think mine is low.
You just need a little boost.
My memory vitamin is low.
You need a little boost.
Now, family, so I see there's more of you coming in here. A few of y'all said what you were going to. There it is, Mama. Come on in the room. Bow down before him. Thank him for his grace. Now, something else with the elders. I know that. I don't know the rest. You got to send me the whole song because I about don't know. That song, let me tell you a song I sung at church. Prevagen. And people didn't know what it was. It was one Pentecost Sunday. Anointing fall on me. Anointing. Man, we used to drag this song back in the day. Let the power of the Holy Ghost fall on me. Let the power. Yes, sir. The church used to go up.
How old was I?
Man.
Because I was just a little girl on the
on the piano? Yeah.
I couldn't be no more than about 12.
Oh, Lord. Then it says shake hands with the elders. There it is, the 20 and the 4. I remember that. I don't know the rest again. You just messed me up. So, what is that? Can't wait to see him. Look upon his face. Bow down before him, thank him for his grace. Shake hands with the elders, the 20 and the poor. Say hello to my loved ones. Yeah, who gone on before. Yeah, because everybody messed up all them extra words.
Right.
Like, say hello to my loved ones. Doc, you know what I really miss?
What that?
Choir workshops. We had one last June, but I think you had when you did one at Hope, right? New Hope.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, but there was one at New Life. Cedric Bradford, I believe, right? But back in the day, it was the churches. It seemed like it was the churches and GMWA having them, and it was like every month we were going to a different workshop.
Yeah.
Them things be packed too.
Bro, I was a little kid who couldn't play the drums because her brother kept showing up. And I was like, can Corey just not come so us little boys can have an opportunity?
Oh my God.
Look, I swear, as soon as Corey come in, it's over. It's shut down.
Oh my God.
Because back then, when you could not play at the certain level, you get bumped off of instruments.
Got you.
See, these guys now they sensitive, but back then,
They
you
are
be sitting down, they
sensitive.
come, hey, move over, little man. You do not know what you're doing. Just
will
watch.
bump you off
It
like that,
was
man.
Corey Gray and Corey Sneed.
It was both of them. Yep.
The
Corey
Corys.
Sneed. Yep. I remember Corey. I remember Corey Sneed.
So they just easy off the
Bro.
instrument. Why you just in the middle of this?
Well, see, but this is the thing. If you were a constant musician, you know, I played for Jim Debbie when I was young, but I wasn't that great, right? I was becoming, right? I was getting better. But you already knew who the top musicians were.
Yeah.
So when they walk in the door, you're ready to get off anyway.
You better get up.
Corey might not even came close to the drums. I'm already on the hi-hat. Like, here you go. Here you go. You come get. Come
But
on.
that's a matter of respect too.
And that's what it was. When you want to get better, you acknowledge people that are better.
Oh.
When you stuck on yourself.
That's one of the things we've lost in this generation.
Oh, absolutely.
It's that level of respect
Oh, absolutely.
among musicians too.
Oh,
Musicianship.
absolutely.
Right.
I was playing drums one time and Luther came in.
Yeah.
I don't even have sticks. I don't play drums. I don't even play drums. Oh God. I'm going to sing in the choir. Look. So they found out I could sing. Guess what I was? I'm in the choir stand. I see y'all. I see y'all. But man, them choir workshops used to be amazing because it was often for some churches the only time you got to learn certain music because the ability, or I would say the height of your music department was dependent upon the competency level of your musician.
Yeah.
And so when we finally get to go to these workshops, you're learning with different musicians.
Right.
So you might be learning music all the way up here that you can bring back to your church family. And we miss it, man. We miss it.
So
Those
we're getting
things.
ready for our workshop.
Come on, let's talk about it.
So our workshop at Montgomery Sings, and we'll be joining First Missionary Baptist Church of Prattville, Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
on 192 7th Street.
Talk about it.
We will have none other than Dr. Prince E. Yelder of
Oh man.
coming.
Killer.
Prince used to scare me when I was a little kid.
Thursday, Friday, concert Sunday.
He's like the choir master of Alabama.
Yeah.
He used to scare me. I used to see him direct, and it was like the fear from God was in all of his choir members.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd do something like this, and they'd be the dead. I'd be like, oh snap. I'd be the messed up. Look, he looked like he'd be the chewed you out.
He ain't playing with you.
But by me singing under him, oh yeah, I'm talking about other groups that I sing with. I'm a member of Disciples for Christ.
Really?
Yes, and believe it or not, we just have a great time singing together.
I love it.
It's fun. But then when it comes to, like any choir director, when it comes to the day to minister and perform, when I say be quiet, you better be quiet.
Yeah, no funny guy.
You gotta be on top
You
of
get
it.
tense.
Yeah,
You get tense.
So why do you think churches are not having workshops like they used to? Is it because of lack of participation? A lot of churches are not having choirs like they once did.
I'm gonna let you go. Or you want me to go first? Which one?
No, I'm gonna go first.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why you said the reason why churches are not having
Right.
choir. Okay, well, I'm gonna just say leadership.
Wow.
I'm gonna start with leadership.
Wow.
From the head.
Wow.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna be a little direct. I'll give a little more no chaser, because when you say leadership, I see it twofold.
Mhm.
I see the pastor with no vision for the music department,
Yes,
or he's not supporting the vision of his MD,
exactly.
or an MD who has no vision for the music department.
Yes.
Because when you want better, you always know how to send or create.
Right.
One or the other. If you lack finances, then you send your people somewhere.
Mm.
If you have finances, then you create the workshop there.
Right.
Whether you pull from in town or out of town,
Right.
there's somebody who can take them a little higher than where they are.
Right.
And, I think as a pastor, former MD,
Mhm.
we have to have vision for every ministry.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we should impart that vision to the MD, if you don't have an MD, to the choir director, if you don't have a choir director, to the head musician, so that they can carry it out and enforce that they carry this out.
Yeah.
Because it's sad when you don't have vision for one of the main important parts and
Yes.
pieces of your worship service.
Yep. Yep.
And so that's why, that's why we stay connected to people like Dr. Gray. So we can send people,
Yep.
or we can create, that space, because then sometimes you still need Dr. Gray as a consultant, because you need to know who you can bring,
Right.
because you can't bring everybody.
You can't bring anybody.
They steal your sheep,
Yes.
and everybody ain't qualified, right?
That's
Reputation wise, spiritually,
right.
or even musically. Somebody coming up teaching the same songs you've been singing,
Right.
That
they didn't help you. They didn't help you none at all. But it matters, though. It matters. Vision. Without vision, the people perish. And there's a lot of music departments perishing right now.
Right. A lot.
The people want to sing in the choir,
Yeah.
but you allow lack of vision to push it to nothing but 3 people, and now it's a praise team. And they ain't getting no better. They just sustain it because you ain't pouring into them. Like, yeah. It gets deep there.
Well, the hospital ain't a hospital anymore.
My Lord, what happens when the hospital can't pay their light bill? And EKG machine don't work no more. The hospital need a hospital.
Right.
What happens when the hospital's on hospice?
Oh.
It needs a resurrection.
Sound like a sermon for a moderator.
Leave them alone. Montgomery's Inspiration Station Praise 96.5 FM WMGY. It's 4:34 here in the capital city. Hanging with your man, the Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Pastor Lee B.
This is Straight Church,
No chaser.
where we keep things real, relevant,
Yeah.
and
Righteous.
And of course, we're back with our fam. She's hanging with us again on this Friday afternoon. We got out in the rain, the storm and the rain, but she's making it.
Hallelujah.
Uh-oh, sing it to him. Sing it to him.
Hallelujah. You know the storm is.
Oh, he doing
Yeah.
We're doing the
He
fast.
doing the fast.
At first,
I'm
I
going
thought
back
he
to
was
the
doing.
country.
Yeah. I thought
You doing country?
I thought he was doing the traditional.
You know that the storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Oh!
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Hallelujah.
The door of the church is open. The door of the church is open.
You know that
If
the
you're here
storm is
and you don't have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ,
you know
No,
that the storm
it's time for you to come.
is
The Bible says, "For God so loved the world,
or you know
and He gave
that the
His
storm
only
is
begotten Son,
passing.
that whosoever
Yeah, you know that the storm
would not perish, have eternal life." And we want to take this opportunity to extend Christ to you today. No matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter how bad things may be right now, you can receive Christ today. God loves you.
You know
cares
that
about
the
you.
song.
God is
Oh,
concerned about your well-being.
Oh,
He's
All
concerned about
right,
your
now that's
welfare.
enough. That's enough now.
I
Will
mean,
you receive Christ today?
you searching the house.
I mean, well, y'all, it got good to y'all, so hey.
Search the house, Reverend. we were on repeat because you were still searching. Would that be
Now,
what?
you see what it'd be like with the piano. Like, okay, when you man gonna stop?
Bruh.
But I felt somebody walking. Had y'all just
You felt it.
reminded one more time the storm was passing.
Hey, what happened? What the preacher say? I believe there's 5 more. I'm waiting on you.
Yo, waiting on you.
You waiting on me? I'm waiting on you.
Somebody be peeking their eyes. I'm talking about you. I'm waiting on you. Come on.
Look. I'm gonna tell you what'd be bad. Somebody walking and you think they coming and you say they're still coming and everybody look and then they turn back around. Oh Lord.
I lost one. You lost one. But you know, we had a conversation. We're gonna get back to this conversation. But you know, one time we had a conversation about how the invitation to discipleship is oftentimes the shortest, quickest part of what we do, when actually that is one of the most important aspects of the service, because that is the time people are literally contemplating and deciding giving their lives to Christ.
Yeah.
And so that's a very serious moment. And I think people have to take that very
So
seriously.
that's why your hoop got to be on point. You want them to come.
Get on top of that note. I said flat as a pancake. Dennis DeLoach said this sounded like that scene from Kingdom Come when Cedric the Entertainer was on the radio. Oh man!
Shouts out to the AP.
No, but no lie, man. I think we need some fighting temptation moments again, man. We need some of that type of flavor going on. We need somebody to do like a choir competition or something in the city. Something that will ignite people to get to a point. I mean, it would be dope. It would be dope, bro.
Man,
it would be dope.
A choir competition.
Yeah, something like that would be
choir
major.
Competition.
Gospel choir competition. Like, think of all the momentum that would create. And we do know that there is a resurgence of the choir, right?
Yeah.
People are coming back. But I think that would make some of the people that are in the pews that know they have the gift want to be a part of it even more again.
Wow.
Now, we were off the break, and we need to share this on live. We were talking about choir workshops and how we really miss them. And Dr. Diana Gray told us that there's a choir workshop coming to town.
Yes.
Where is it? When does it happen? Who's doing this?
This will be at the First Missionary Baptist Church of Prattville, Alabama, located at 192 7th Street. And Pastor Fred A. Gray is the pastor. And we will have Dr. Prince E. Yelder from Birmingham, Alabama, to be our guest clinician.
Yes, Lord.
And this particular workshop will focus on hymns, hymn arrangements, and more.
Wow.
Hymn arrangements and more.
So I'm sure there's going to be some originals.
Yes. Dr. Yelder has penned many arrangements, hymn arrangements, and I'm sure he'll be sharing that with us and some of his original pieces. So.
Wow. I love it. Are we so there's going to be a concert, right?
Yes.
The concert will be what day?
On Sunday.
This coming
4 o'clock p.m.
This Sunday.
March 24th, 4 o'clock p.m.
Okay, so that's the next Sunday. Next Sunday. Palm Sunday.
Yes, Palm Sunday.
At 4 p.m. Mm-hmm. And will you be streaming live?
Yes.
How can people register to be a part?
Oh, you just go to our website. That's First Church of Prattville, Alabama. Well, excuse me. The website is firstchurchofprattville.com.
Okay.
/music workshop.
Wow.
I love it.
That's dope.
I love it.
That's dope.
That's major.
Yeah. We're online.
So do you think we're going to start seeing more workshops, choir workshops?
I think you are.
Since there is a resurgence of choirs returning.
So in this area, you will.
Okay.
In this area, you will. You got quite so many music enthusiasts around here.
Gotcha.
And there's so many people like Dr. Diana Gray, who grew up, in this thing.
Yeah.
And now they have the ability to create those spaces.
And really have a heart for it.
Yeah.
And
that passion matters.
Dedication. And have a calling to
absolutely
to the music ministry.
And so, I mean, I was a little kid when Dr. Diana Gray was making a great splash in the city of Montgomery.
Wow.
And I believe she was maybe fresh out of college then.
Actually, I started with the district. You're referring to the district, Montgomery Antioch district. I replaced Renita Johnson.
Matter.
And Renita went to
That was a youth choir, right?
Yes,
Man, that thing was so insane.
the Congress, and she went to her away for her graduate studies, and so I had to be about 16 years old.
16?
Yeah, I was 16.
Lord have mercy. How many voices did we have?
Oh, well over 100.
Man.
I promise you, back in the day, I would call everybody.
Uh-huh.
I would send out, type up the letters, mail them out to the churches, and then get on the phone and call.
Man.
Like, can I have your youth choir to come? You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man.
A young Fred Gray.
Yes,
We
you got
were,
that right.
we were killing that Mississippi Mass CD.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Doc, man, we were
Yes.
killing. I know I'm a child and I may not know very much. But I know the word of God is true. I'm talking about little kids up there clowning. We had the t-shirts and everything.
Just get to it.
Crunk, and she did not play the radio. You hear me?
I can imagine that.
Don't you be talking while I'm talking. Are you ready? Are you ready?
They were my age.
So you had to give it to him.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Okay, now let's go.
We were the same age. And I think that was so amazing.
Yeah, it was dope. It was
Wow.
dope. I wish. Man, have you ever felt like this? Like sometimes now that we wish we had smartphones so we would have footage, like reels and stuff.
Man.
It was major, bro.
Wow.
It was so major, and it was folk that could not sing because I know someone was sitting next to me, but all of us were having so much fun. It did not matter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it used to be lit. Because I remember we were rehearsing at Antioch in my Megs.
Mm-hmm.
Then I remember we had a concert there at Antioch, and I think we did one at First Baptist Greater Washington Park. Man, it was dope, bro. It was dope. And back in the days, man, I think things like that are needed again. I have yet to see someone do a youth workshop.
Right.
That would probably be major.
A youth choir workshop?
Yeah, and she was doing Montgomery Antioch District Association. There was tons of us.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, music might be a way for us to get them back in.
Could be.
Somebody, moderator, idea.
But again, it's back to the individual churches and their leadership.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the ways that local churches can get their youth involved in the music department? I know one of the biggest things is like getting them coming to church, like actually getting them to church.
Well, the evangelism starts with the parents.
Mm-hmm.
My Lord.
No, that's real. Like that's real. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then I'll go ahead and say it like this. That's why I hesitated in speaking. I was trying to make sure I didn't come out too blunt. We gotta tell our people that old shoes cannot run new races.
My Lord.
Ooh.
Get right, church, and let's go home.
We were just reminiscing that it was all of us. We were young.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked by Pastor Hollis to come in and serve in that capacity.
Right.
And he supported the youth.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I said I need this, Pastor Hollis, at that time he supported it.
Right.
And I said, well, I'm gonna need this musician to come in. Can they get paid this little bit? Sure. And even to this day, he does that. He really supports me as an individual.
Got you.
And so we need more of that, in today, in this decade.
Wow. So when you say need more of that, you need more support from the leaders.
Yes.
Because we had it rough back in them days. And I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why that was such a blessing.
Yeah.
We had it rough because you go to your church and you sing, Slump or something jazzy, and everybody tooting their nose up, and older folk don't want to hear that because they think it's gyration music.
That's secular.
Right. And then we had that outlet to come there, and we weren't doing, the hottest songs. We were learning the classics.
Right.
And that's where my love for classics came from. And that's what New Home sounds like, classics. That's what it is, And so our affinity for good musicianship was birthed in that moment as a youth. And I think that's why it really matters. While we're struggling to keep music and arts in schools and things of that nature, it's important for us to unlock that space for them at a young age.
Mhm.
And I know so you're a passionpreneur. You also have your business where you are teaching music in various different ways.
Yes.
I know you were the former choir director of Lanier High School
Yes.
Choir, and so you know what it's like.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Oh,
know
Doc,
that.
killing it, man, killing it.
Dr. Gray.
Hey, man,
I
she's
did not know.
impactful, Doc.
What?
Impactful.
I did not.
Yeah, hey, Doc, she gonna leave this world empty, Doc.
I didn't know, but I didn't know it.
She pours it all out, man, and so I know that you know what it's like, how music unlocks doors that people didn't even know they had locked up.
Right.
You know, I think the conversation goes that Albert Einstein was considered to be potentially in the slow class, as we would say in Montgomery, that he didn't have all his marbles, some would say in that moment. Some of his teachers said rather, but then he took up violin and it opened up some doors and he became the genius that we know today.
Yes.
And so music is a blessing.
Yes.
It's a great gift from God.
Man.
So we talked about, workshops. We talked about what we should do to prepare for our voice.
Yeah.
We talked about Dr. Gray and all that she's done and who she is and the history she's making, because she is really a very integral piece and part of the landscape of Montgomery's music scene.
Thank you.
But let's talk about going forward. What are you seeing in the next 4 to 5 years? What are you dreaming? What are you seeing as your contribution to the work?
Well, just here in the city of Montgomery, I'm seeing where I, along with so many others, work together in solving a major problem,
Mhm.
offering a solution to our African American community, and how we can bring all of us together through music and fine arts as we continue to tell our story as African Americans. And I'm very grateful for our current Mayor Reed,
Yeah.
that has partnered with so many organizations here in town and all around to make sure that our story as African American citizens are being told.
Yeah.
And so I want to pair that with the music. And so that's how Montgomery Sings came about.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So Montgomery Sings is actually it wasn't really necessarily given to me like, oh Lord, I want to do this, I have this vision for that. There was individuals that are our age said, hey, we need something for us.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so I said, okay, well, let me think of something. And so this is what God gave me, Montgomery Sings.
Man.
And so we're reaching out to the young adults and middle-aged adults. Are we middle-aged? I still think we're young adults.
I don't know what we are.
Okay.
Yeah, we are young adults. We are young
We're
adults.
still young adults.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, and so as I was thinking about it, I go to various events, and commemorations, and I look at the audience and I see a bunch of senior citizens.
Mhm.
Wow.
Where are we?
Right.
So the same thing that we were talking about when we were young in our teenage years and doing music in church. It's the same concept that is needed for us now as young adults.
Absolutely.
So that's what Montgomery Sings is all about, and we want to preserve and make sure that we hold on to our African American riches in music and strengthen our culture.
Yeah.
I love it.
So that's what Montgomery Sings about. So you can join us. Check us out at montgomerysings.com. Fill out the form and join.
I love it. And I think we have to make sure that we support.
Yes.
As you just said, what you kind of see and who you kind of see.
Right.
If we want solutions to be made, if we want positive things to be done, we got to support it. I mean, and so this is going to be a weekend for us, the 23rd and the 24th, because on Saturday is the This Side of the Bridge celebration featuring Leandria Johnson at the Riverwalk Amphitheater.
Yes.
The city's putting that on, right? The gates open at 4 p.m. Showtime is 5 p.m. So we get to hear Leandria. Then we turn around and we go to First Baptist Church in Prattville.
Come on.
And we hear y'all on Sunday at 4 p.m.
Yes.
So after you get tired from church waving your branches and your palm leaves. Right?
Yeah.
You get tired, and then you done heard the preacher tell you they'll love you today and hate you tomorrow. They'll shout Hosanna today, look, and shout crucify you tomorrow.
Right.
Then make your way to Prattville to be a part of this wonderful celebration. If you're not singing in the choir, you might be able to come to Leandria, but some of y'all that's singing in the choir, you might need to be in Prattville, all right?
Yeah.
Because I know they're going to practice on Saturday. They're going to want you to make sure you get it right.
And Dr. Prince yelled, it definitely ain't playing.
No,
Absolutely. But it's important for us. It's imperative for us to support these things, or else we might not have these things.
Right.
Yeah, lack of support will always make people stop doing.
Right.
So we definitely want to support the workshops. We definitely want to support Leandria Johnson coming in on Saturday. I think ultimately the kingdom should begin to support each other.
Right.
We got to cease all this competition. We got to stop looking at other people and thinking we can one up them or do. You don't have to be better than somebody. You can just be different. How about that?
Yeah.
And let's start complimenting one another and supporting kingdom business. I see you, Dr. Jimmy. Pastor Jimmy Morris is here.
Right. Bishop.
The Bishop of Organisms.
Y'all crazy.
The Bishop of the Organ Organization.
Yes.
Right. He said, good afternoon to you, Dr. Gray and Pastor Levy Walker Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Trey. He says, I'm still young, not middle-aged. No, Doctor, the devil is a liar.
Uh-oh. I'm staying out of that. I'm staying out of that.
Jimmy said, come on down to, see, there you go. That's what you, no. Don't try to correct it. He said, come on down to the referred community. He tried to correct it. Go come back to my preferred. No.
Yes.
But no, man, we are excited. And it's good to hear that Dr. Gray is supporting, as you said, as a leader, supporting his MD and supporting the music scene and making sure that his choir continues to grow and develop.
Yes.
I believe even if you wasn't his daughter, he'd still be supporting it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he's that type of preacher, that type of pastor.
Yeah, Pastor Gray is solid. Man.
What's his hours? It's Saturday from what time to
I
what
believe
time?
it's 9 to 12.
Yeah.
Right?
9 to 12. You're on with the preacher.
Yeah.
What's the old ship of Zion?
Yes.
Major shouts out to
Yeah,
shout out.
Pastor Gray.
Shout out to the OG.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But we ain't got much time. We about to get up off here shortly.
Yeah, we got about 6 minutes. We're gonna wrap.
So let's do it this way. Pastor Trey, give someone some help. Give them some words of encouragement if they're feeling like they're in a slump.
I would just say to you, if you feel like you're in a slump, first and foremost, that you are right where you need to be. Because though you may be in a slump, the slump may be designed to slow you down, to cause you to reset, to rethink, to recalibrate, to rest. So I would challenge you to change your perspective. And before you complain about where you are, appreciate the fact that you are, because you could not be. And so the fact that you are is a sign that God's grace and favor is still in your life, and that there's more in store for you. And that if God, and since God has placed greatness on the inside of you and stamped greatness on your life, you got to understand, though tests and trials will come, you serve a God that will bring you not only to it, but bring you through it. So I would encourage you, if you're dealing with a slump, know it gets better, and better is already here.
Reverend with all the Facebookables. He said rest, recalibrate, reset, recognize, redress, retie, recommit.
This man crazy. This man is crazy.
I love it, Doctor. Yes, sir. Dr. Gray, give them something. Give the people something. Especially, let's speak to those entrepreneurs that have not been getting the receipts and the purchases and the customers that they may feel they deserve.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk to them.
Yes. So as an entrepreneur, and if you're in my world, the passionpreneurs, you got to hang on in there. You have to keep pressing, keep working, and do know that a rejection or a no is just simply a not now. And you're just finding your way to the right ones that will support your business. And keep your mind and your head strong and be very intentional by positioning yourself around like-minded people. And, I heard Russell Simmons says that he always surrounds himself around the smartest people in the room.
Yeah.
Those that are smarter than him.
I love it.
Those that are bigger than him.
Mhm.
And I promise you'll get there.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
That's necessary.
That's good.
I always tell people, if you're the smartest person in your circle, then your circle is dumb.
Yeah.
Dang. You just tell it to him like that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I've been in some dumb circles.
Oh man.
I've been in some dumb circles,
Oh man.
and they drain me, right?
Yeah.
And you don't really
Because
understand.
everybody keep pulling from
Pulling
you.
from you.
Yeah, that makes
That's right.
sense. So you're pouring, but never being poured back into.
That's what I was saying about the people who are creative versus reactive. Like, you wait on me to say.
Yeah.
That's problematic for me.
Yeah. Take
Like,
some initiative.
when do I get to think without knowing that there's pressure and everyone needs my thought?
Mhm.
Like, when do I get to,
Yeah.
And so it's
You know, one
important.
thing I've noticed about you lately
What's that?
is that whenever someone asks you what you think, you quickly say, "What do you think about it?"
Absolutely.
I've noticed you start doing that a lot lately.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though,
Right.
like hearing your thought process behind why you switched. Because there was a time somebody would say, "Well, leave what you think," and you just, "Well, I think boom, 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 boom."
Mhm.
Now it's like, "Well, what do you think about it?"
And so it's a twofer, right? So it's the reality that most people, unfortunately, I've been in too many spaces where I didn't get the opportunity to even think about it because I was asked first,
Mhm.
and everyone else was quiet, right? And sometimes it was because they were scared to take a stance,
Mm,
so they ride on the coattails of mine.
got you.
Then in other moments, it's me pushing myself to be in a space now where I require people to think
Yeah.
because I need them to come up
Yeah.
and not just stay down there and just do whatever I say. I want to know what you think,
Yeah. Yeah.
because what you think has that boy, your voice, it matters in the conversation. And most of the time I'm talking, I'm having a conversation. I'm not dictating.
Right.
I'm having a conversation. So I really care about what you think.
Absolutely.
That's going to help my mind.
And I think it's good too because a lot of times when people come to us with problems and they're asking for a solution, they already have in their mind
Mhm.
what the solution looks like. And so I think sometimes when you ask a person, "What do you think about it?" it leads them down the path to the solution that they already envisioned for themselves.
Yep.
Because you have in your mind what you think this looks like, what you think the answer is, or what you think the solution is. So I think that's good. And we just helped the pastor right through there.
Yeah, and let's be honest, right? Some of us are great thinkers because we ask the right questions.
Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes it's good for us to let someone else say what they think, so then we can say, "But did you think about this?"
Yeah.
Or "What did you think about this?" Or "What did you think about this?"
Helps us to give you the answer.
Both of us collectively got
That's
there.
the collaboration.
There it is.
That's the collaboration.
There it is. All right.
We'll be back next Friday. It's 4:59. We got to get ready to go.
Yeah, we gotta get up out of here. I see you, Sister Alicia Peacock. She said, "Come to Pastor Walker, solution focus." Absolutely. You tell me the problem, I'm looking at you like, all right. Okay.
But it took time to get to that point.
Yeah.
And some people don't understand. Like it takes time to get to a place where you are cool with not having all of the answers, not having all the solutions. Because at some point in your life, you're like, okay, everybody coming to me, so you feel like I gotta have it. Then you get to the point like, it's okay for me not to have. It's okay for you to be able to figure this one out.
And see, we'll go into a whole nother hour. But I think the reality behind that, bro, is the fact that sometimes we have to understand that even if we come up with a solution,
Mhm.
it's hard to get the person's buy-in or them to carry it out the way you saw it,
Mhm.
because they never saw it.
Yeah, they got to see it.
You did, they didn't.
They got to see it.
So I want to help you see where I think we might need to go. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to rattle those questions so that we can arrive at the best solution for both of us. Yeah.
That collaboration.
Yeah. Because if I think it and you don't carry it out, now I'm frustrated.
It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
I'm frustrated now.
It's gonna be a problem. Yeah.
That's perfectionist in me. I'm
Absolutely.
frustrated.
Listen, I do want to take this time, if you're listening to us, and if by chance you don't have a church home, I invite you to attend First Missionary Baptist Church, Prattville, Alabama. What's the address?
192 7th Street.
192 7th Street. What time service starts?
9:30 a.m. Sunday school at 8 a.m. followed by a breakfast fellowship.
There it is.
Oh,
There it
Grits,
is.
eggs.
There it is.
what else y'all got? What
Yeah.
else? Hold on.
Serve breakfast.
What
at
time
about
is breakfast?
8:50.
8:50.
Mhm.
So I need to end 8 o'clock on. I got to end it early.
Look at this man.
So
Look
8
at this
o'clock.
man. Look at this man.
8 o'clock service got to be 30 minutes so I can make it to Prattville to eat breakfast.
Yes. Homemade breakfast.
Hallelujah.
That's
Y'all
it.
don't have no salmon croquette though.
We had that a couple of weeks ago.
Jesus, Lord. have
This
mercy.
is First Missionary Baptist Church Prattville. What you think?
Yeah,
You know.
Look at Dr. Grace say, yeah.
You do
I
it, you
love
forgot
it.
who's the pastor.
Y'all got the preacher. Y'all got Kaneka or Kelly sausage? Save
I
my-
think we have it all.
Uh-oh.
That's
Good
a
answer.
Now,
Good
I'll be
answer.
honest. I'll be
Good
honest.
answer.
I don't eat breakfast before service,
Uh-huh.
but they love me so much they'll have a plate for me in my office.
My Lord, the first daughter.
I love it. I love it. So listen, you can go to First Missionary Baptist Church in Prattville, or
Uh-huh.
you can go to my brother's church. They have an 8 o'clock, they have a 10 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
New home,
New home.
Mount Meg.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
What's
we-
the
Subscribe
address?
to their text messages.
It's 11015 Jones Road, but we ain't got no breakfast, so y'all
Eat
no-
before you come.
ain't no breakfast over here.
So listen, you can go to the First Missionary Baptist Church in Prattville.
And get some breakfast.
You can go to New Home Mount Megs. They do not serve breakfast, but they got an 8 and a 10, so you can grab you some in between 1 to 2. Or you can come to Restoration Church.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We right next to Crystal, so you probably can grab you some.
Come on in the house, He said right over there by the fire.
Yeah. So you can stop the Crystals and come see us at 9:30. So you cannot say you have not been invited.
Yes.
You can't say you don't know of a church to go to.
Crystal's a spot though.
I'm telling
You
you,
get
man.
that sunrise
That
combo.
scramble it up.
Oh, you like the scramble?
It'll do something.
You like that grits?
It'll do something.
I like that what I said, the sunrise. Yeah. Now they tripping on us though. It used to be 2 sunrises.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now it's only 1. So y'all real cheap now. What's
Inflation, doc. That's what they say. Inflation.
Y'all be letting my cheese slide all over the box anyway. All right, let me be quiet.
So now you have no excuse. You can go to the First Missionary Baptist Church, Prattville, Alabama. You can go to New Home, Mount Megs. They got 8 and 10, or you can come to Restoration Church 9:30 this Sunday. We would love to see you there.
Either way,
So come to church.
you're gonna be blessed.
Yeah, either which one you decide to go to.
But if you want some breakfast,
Yes.
you need to take your tail to
Come on.
Prattville.
Come over the bridge.
God.
And if you're gonna stop by Christmas, you just might as well just come on the cross.
Hey, ain't nothing out there with me. So if you hungry,
Where you go?
You gotta load up in your pocketbook.
Cracker Barrel is about a couple miles away.
Know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Know what I'm saying? So go to church. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. Restoration is 164 Eastside Boulevard. New home is
11015 Jones Road, Montgomery, Alabama 36117.
First Missionary Baptist Church is
192 7th Street, Prattville, Alabama, 36067.
Come on, read them announcements.
That's it.
First, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life.
Come on. So if you look for somebody to do your announcements at church, Dr. Gray got you. She got the voice over. She got it. Listen, we love y'all. We'll see you next Friday.
Deuces.
Take it easy.
Peace. Hey, fam, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sticking with your boy and your other boy. You can't see him, but he's here. And your girl, Dr. Diana Gray. We're grateful for you. We pray that y'all have a great weekend. We pray that you had a fabulous Friday. What you call it? Splendiferous Friday.
That's it.
And I hope, child of God, that you can stay dry. But if in case you're not dry, I want you to come over to the Baptist side because we ain't scared of water. We'll see y'all next time, family. We love you with the love of Christ. Peace.
That's it.